Congratulations, you're into the next round. You rotated the squad today. Obviously, Ollie played last week, but he did a good job in the middle for us today.
Yeah, no, he's been patient with his opportunities, and he did well today. Started today, so it's important for him to get on. But I thought everyone did really well today. Really pleased with the performance. I thought it was a professional performance, but lots of quality. Potentially could have been more.
Yeah.
We had a disappointing 10 minutes towards the end of the first half that we spoke about at half time. But other than that, I thought it was a really thorough performance from us.
I was just going to say they had 2 chances and they scored from those 2 chances.
Yeah, and I think that was from us, not necessarily overplaying, but committing too many bodies forward. And we got to a point where, to be honest, we played so well at times that people wanted to go and score, and just said at half time that we have to make sure we keep our structure and make sure the stuff that we do behind the ball is always there, so that we can score and create opportunities.
It was quite not a scrappy game, but quite intense at times.
Yeah, it's a cup tie. I wouldn't expect anything less from coming to Holyhead away. They were up for the game, and that's what we expected and wanted, really. So, yeah, I expect it was an enjoyable game for a neutral to watch, and they gave it a good go, and credit to them, and they're a good team, and that's why they're up in our league and challenging and with other teams and making sure that they succeed. So, I didn't expect anything less today.
You managed to get some of the young lads on. Obviously, we talk about our squad being it's small, but we've got depth in that squad too.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've spoke about it a lot and probably won't stop, but the amount of the academy players that are coming through, and making sure that they get opportunities when they can, and hopefully they learn from that, even if it's 5-10 minutes, and being around the more experienced lads, that they get that experience with regards to seeing what it's like, seeing what the expectations are, and when they're called upon, they've done well. So they look at the likes of George, Ollie, Josh, Tyler, Caden, of course. So that's who they're looking up to.
I think Josh and Blaine had an outstanding.
Yeah, they're very solid, very solid indeed. And again, I go back to what I've just said, really, about Josh Stevenson's learning off Blaine, who's played in Champions League and played league football, and you can't but not learn off him, the way he is, the way he conducts himself, the way he speaks on the pitch. So that's great for us, for Josh, and making sure he's learning. So
we mentioned last week, we got to the quarterfinals last season. Obviously, we might avoid TNS this time, but is that something that you've looked on to go a little bit further this year? Yeah,
of course, and it's something that we have spoken about in the week, keeping our momentum with regards to the season, because you get weeks off that you don't want. So it is important that it keeps us going throughout the season, and we don't really fear anyone. We'd like to stay away from TNS this year, but we don't fear anybody, and we go into any game expecting to win and do our best. So that's what we want to do.
Okay, well done again.
Thank you.